everyone in the world can trust. Yeah? It says, and this is the condemnation that light is coming to the world. Men love darkness. Yeah. Men love darkness rather than light because their deeds were evil. So for you to come into the light, that means you need to know what the Most High wants us to do from what He doesn't want us to do and apply it to your life. You understand? But a lot of our people, the reason why they don't want to do what God wants us to do because their deeds are evil. They prefer to stay in the world and do the things that the world allows them to do than to be righteous and do the things that God says that we should do. You understand? Yeah, so you know, you want to get into the kingdom, what do you have to do? Yeah, so can you eat pork and get into the kingdom? Yeah, so one of the things you have to start doing is stop eating pork. Can you eat corn and get into the kingdom? Yeah, so these are the things, this is you coming into the light. Because when you're in the world, you're doing everything that's contrary, that goes against what God says. Yeah? Listen to this. This is Revelation. This is Revelation. Watch this, my brother. Revelation chapter 22, verse 14. It says, blessed are they that do His commandments, that they may have right to the tree of life, and may enter in through the gates into the city. So what did it say you should do to be blessed and to enter into the gates into the city?
Yeah. That's what I said to you.
Want me to read it again? Listen. Revelation chapter 22, verse 14. Says, blessed are they that do His commandments, that they may have right to the tree of life, and may enter in through the gates into the city. So what must you be doing to have right to enter into the gates into the city? That's right, my brother. But the only way you're going to find it is if you pick up the book and read. You know what I'm saying? Or have someone teach you the right way. This is why we come out here to try to teach our people the right way, how to serve their God. Because a lot of our people want to serve God, but they don't know the right way to serve Him. Because we've never been taught. Like, has anyone ever told you that you
that's what it is money. That's devil.
Yeah, but has anyone ever taught you that you're not meant to eat pork? Has anyone ever taught you that you're not meant to eat pork? You know what I'm saying? This is why a lot of our people are going astray. This is why a lot of our people are going through the things that we're going through. Because a lot of us want to serve God, but we don't know the right way, how to serve Him, because we've never been taught. And the church today is teaching our people. You know, we've got pastors that set up to teach our people. All they're doing is teaching them doctrines which can't profit them. You know what I'm saying? So this is what you have to do, my brother. You have to gain the kingdom, you have to repent and come back to faith in Christ, believe on Christ, and you also have to keep the commandments because of your faith. So are you going to try and stop people? Yeah. These are what you have to do. Did you know that having a beard was a law? Yeah. A lot of our men are clean shaven. But the Bible says that you should have a beard. You know what I'm saying? So what you're doing is good. You should have a beard. Yeah, we're not taught these things. Yeah? Like you see that brother there, he had no beard. Or this brother. Let me read the Lord. This is Leviticus chapter 21. Verse 5, it says, they shall not make baldness upon their head. You listen? They shall not make baldness upon their head. Neither shall they shave off the corner of their beard, nor make any cutting in their flesh. So we're not meant to have tattoos. You got tattoos? Don't get them. You know what I'm saying? And you're meant to keep a beard on your face, and don't take a razor to your head. Like you see, I'm starting to go bald. So when it comes like this, what a lot of men do, they take a razor to the rest of their head. You're not allowed to do that according to the scripture. You know know what I'm saying? Let me go back to John. To John. Hello, sis. Not too bad in you? This is John. So how do we show Christ that we love him? You know? Listen to this. This is John chapter 14, verse 15. It says, if ye love me, my commandments. So what must we do to show him that we love him? And it's that simple, my brother. Because at the end of the day, you want to get into the kingdom, but our people ain't been taught what to do. And this is why I say that we still have to come out here and push this word, because there's still brothers and sisters out here who want to come and serve the Most High, who want the kingdom, but our people are not being taught the right way. Yeah? Well, that's what the church teaches us, but you know, to repent, this is what it says. And you told me if you hear anything about money. It's Acts chapter 3, verse 19. It says, repent ye therefore and be converted, that your sins may be blotted out when the times of refreshing shall come from the presence of the Lord. So did you hear anything about money? It says just repent from your sins. So the way we like I said, the way we repent from our sins is to find out the do's and the don'ts and apply them to our lives. You know what I'm saying, my brother? And this is what the church ain't teaching us. The church at the end of the day, a lot of them is just there for profit. They just want your money, like you were saying. So what you're seeing now, you're going to find out there's brothers that come out on the highways and try and teach our people the right way how to serve their God. You know what I'm saying? You got any questions?
No, it's all right. It's very nice.
Alright, this is Hebrews. We love God, sis. And this is why a lot of our people are going to die, because they don't want to serve God. You know, they want God to serve them. Like, anytime they're in the problems, they want to be able to pray to God and for God to answer their prayers. Hello, mommy. You believe in the scriptures? Can I read you something? Now this is Hebrews chapter 6. It's Hebrews chapter 6, verse 10. It says, for the Most High is not unrighteous to forget your work and labor of love. And your labor of love. So this is why we have to come out here as much as possible to try and wake up our people. There's still people out here who want to hear the word, but if they ain't got someone to teach them the right way, how are they going to know what they should do? None of these religions ain't teaching our people how to serve their God. And none of them ain't telling you that you're the only one that's actually got a power and that you're still under a binding contract. Yeah, this is why you keep marching up and down talking about Black Lives Matter, all of this madness, because you're under a contract and you're still breaking that contract. So it says, for the Most High is not unrighteous to forget your work and labor of love. Like, you have to love this work to do it. You know, and you have to do it consistently. Yeah, regardless of what the weather is. You get some people that may only want to come out when the sun's shining. But regardless, rain, cold, heat, you have to come out, you have to love this work to do that, man. It says, which ye have shown towards his name, in that ye have ministered to the saints and do minister. So this is what we do when we come out here. We try and minister to our people, to show them the right way. You believe in the Bible, sis? Can I show you something? Can I read something to you? Yeah, it says,
I'll read that again. This is Hebrews chapter 6 verse 10. It says, for the Most High is not unrighteous to forget your work and labour of love. But each time we come out here, we're labouring. You know, you're trying to be that husbandman that the Most High set you up to be, to go out there and fish. You know, to try and bring our people into this truth. At the end of the day, you don't go out and do the work, we're just going to be here longer. You know? And this is one of the reasons why I come out here and try and come out here as much as I do. Because at the end of the day, if no one listens to what I'm saying, all they're doing is putting that cross against their name. If someone stops and they change their ways because of it, then they get that tick. And it just means that the time we're spending here is shorter. And one of the reasons that we're seeing all these plagues and all these prophecies fulfilling is because our people are waking up. So the more that we get to wake up our people through coming out on the highways, prophesying, or through making videos and waking up our people, the sooner we can get out of here, man. I'm kind of fed up of this place, man. I've had enough of this place. It says verse 11, Hebrews chapter 6 and 11. And we desire that every one of you do show the same diligence to the full assurance of hope unto the end. So we have to be diligent in what we're doing. Yeah, when it comes to Esau and the wickedness that he does, let me bring that out quickly. He's diligent in what he does. And in like manner, we need to be diligent in what we're doing. This is our... Give me a second. Lucky it is, right? Yes, a lot of the scripture saying, let me read Hebrews again, then I'll get my precept. This is Hebrews chapter 6 verse 11. It says, and we desire that every one of you do show the same diligence of the full assurance of hope unto the end. Now, it says diligent. This is Psalm chapter 64. Like I said, Esau is diligent in what he does. So in like manner, we have to be diligent in this work. You can't be slack, you can't be lazy. No, put in as much effort as you can and be creative. Because at the end of the day, when you're in the world, you know, to make money, to catch a gal, you think of all kind of plans and schemes. You know, you don't make whatever the obstacle is get in your way. It's the same thing when you come into this truth. You have to be just as diligent and you have to be as creative to get the word out to your people. And this is Psalms chapter 64. I'll start at verse 5. It says they encourage themselves in an evil matter. And this is what Esau does. When it comes to wickedness, he encourages himself in an evil matter. And our people do the same thing as well, because Esau made it comfortable and easy for our people to keep up wickedness. They said they encourage themselves in an evil matter because they commune of laying snares privily. They say, you shall see them. Alright, they says, you shall see them.
Give it to us.
It says they search out iniquities, and this is what our people do as well. Yeah, you search out all kind of wickedness. When it comes to doing right by the Most High, you worship Him comfortably with your mouth, but when it comes to doing what He says you should do, you don't want to do it. You know your history's in the Bible, my brother? It says, Psalm 64 verse 6 says they search out iniquities, they accomplish a diligent search. Both the thought of every one of them and their art is deep. So just like how Esau put in his work diligently, yeah, to do the wickedness that he does to keep our people asleep. In like manner, we should put in the same kind of diligence and effort to try and wake up our people. No? This ain't the time to be slowing down and taking your hand off the plow. back to Hebrews. This is Hebrews chapter 6. Hebrews chapter 6. And I'll read from verse 10 again. You know your history is in the Bible, my brother? Who are we in the Bible? It doesn't matter. Can I read something to you out of the Quran? Yeah, and all you people that's in the Quran, that's into Islam, yeah, the Quran tells you that Allah prefers the Israelites over all the worlds in more than one places. Yeah, and what they're not telling you that you are the Israelites. Yeah, think about that. This is Hebrews chapter 6. And I'll start verse 10 again. It says, for the Most High is not unrighteous to forget your work and labor of love. So he's not going to forget the work that you're putting in. Yeah? And you have to love this work to do it. Yeah, don't make this work be a chore. No, oh boy, you know what, I have to get up, I have to go out on the street. No, man. You have to be willing and happy to do this work. Yeah, and like I said, one of the reasons why I also do this work, because the way I see it, everyone that walks by is another tick or a cross. If they stop and listen, they might get a tick against their name, you know, depending on what the Most High has in store for them. Or if they walk by, it might be a cross. Or they might stop, going one ear, out the other. At the end of the day, that number's dwindling down. Yeah, help us get out of there quickly, man. So it says, for the Most High is not unrighteous to forget your work and labor of love, which he hath shown towards his name, in that ye have ministered to the saints and do minister. It says, and we desire that every one of you do show the same diligence to the full assurance of hope unto the end. And this is our hope, man. Yeah? This is the hope that we have, that the Most High is going to hold us truthful and worthy at the end to say, well done, my good and faithful servant. Yeah, for us getting the kingdom, not subduing our enemies underneath us, like it says. Actually, this is Revelation chapter 2, verse 26 says, but that which ye have already, hold fast till I come. And what's that? That's this truth, our hope and our faith. You don't want to be losing faith in this time. This is why a lot of our people end up going back into the world. Or why you see some people might slack in pushing this word. Because they're losing faith, they're losing patience. It says, but that which ye have already, hold fast till I come. And he that overcometh and keepeth my words unto the end, to him will I give power over the nations. Yeah? And we have faith in these words. Yeah? If you don't have no faith in the words, you won't really be diligent in this truth. You'll be lackadaisy. You know your history's in the Bible, my brother? What about you, sis? You don't believe in the Bible? Can I show you that it's a true book? This is why a lot of our people are going to get this straight, man. Yeah? And this is why I come out here, because they've just received the word. Like it said in Isaiah 58:1 that I read earlier, it says, show my people their transgression and the house of Jacob their sins. Now, if they don't want to hear what the Most High has to say, they're condemning themselves. No, like we read in John, light is coming to the world, but our people love darkness. This is why they don't want to hear this word, because they prefer to stay in the weakness that they're in. They don't want to change from their ways. That says, Revelation 2:26 says, but that which ye have already, hold fast till I come. He that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end, to him will I give power over the nations. And that works includes us coming back to covenant, keeping the commandments to the best of our ability, but it also includes our faith. Faith is also part of our works. Let's see if I can get that. If I can remember where that is. This is John chapter 6 verse 28. It says, then said they unto him, what shall we do that we might work the works of the Most High? Yahushua answered and said unto them, this is the work of the Most High, that ye believe on him whom he has sent. And the one we have to believe on is Yahweh Shai. We have to believe on the Father in the name of his Son Yahweh Shai. He's the one that sent the Son so that we can have the opportunity of eternal life. But a lot of our people love the darkness that they're in. Hebrews chapter 6 and verse 12. Actually, sorry, it's not there. Hebrews chapter 6 and verse 11. You know your histories in the Bible, sis? It says that 11, and we desire that every one of you do show the same diligence to the full assurance of hope unto the end. So this is our hope, man, in these scriptures. Like it says in Romans 15 and 4. Let me quickly bring that out instead of keep paraphrasing. It says Romans, yeah, because our hope is in Yahweh and his Son Yahweh Shai. It says Romans 15 and 4 says, for whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning, that we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope. And when we go through these scriptures gives us hope, because they're bringing back to our memory the things that we need to do to receive the blessings in the scriptures. And this is what our people ain't taught. And a lot of our people don't want the blessings that's in the scriptures. That's clear by the way they just walk up and down doing their own thing. You believe in the Bible? You believe in the Bible, sis? Yeah, can I show you something? You believe in the Bible? Yeah, can I read something to you? If you believe. Yeah, this is Romans chapter 50 verse 4 again. It says, for whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning, that we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope. A lot of our people have lost patience, man. This is why a lot of our brothers and sisters are supporting this NFAP dude, because they're losing patience. They think that the Most High is going to deliver us through carnal means. You know, carnal means ain't going to get us out of this situation. It's the Most High that put us in this situation in the first place. And he's the one that's going to deliver us out of this situation. Yeah, but people are losing hope. They're losing patience. Okay.
Chelsea, come on, go do the walk back the top star separate.
And this is Hebrews chapter 6 and verse 12. It says that ye be not slothful. Yeah, slothful means that you're being lazy. Yeah, you can't be lazy in this work. That's why it said in verse 11, being diligent. You know, it talks about labor of love. When you love something, you're not going to be slothful in what you're doing.
I love you. I love
you're going to put in the effort. And that's what we have to do, put the effort into this work. It says that ye be not slothful, but followers of them through faith and patience inherit the promise. And so we have to keep our hopes up, man. Keep our patience.
I see that. I see where you're
That's why the scripture says, he that endureth to the end, the same shall be saved. You know, in your patience, possessing your soul. You know your histories in the Bible, my brother? This is Revelation. Chapter 11. Revelation chapter 11 and verse 18. It says, and the nations were angry, and thy wrath is come, and the time of the dead, that they should be judged, that thou shouldest give reward unto thy servants. Yeah, it says, give reward unto thy servants the prophets, and to the saints, and them that fear thy name, small and great, and should destroy them which destroy the earth. So this is what we're striving for, for the reward. Like we just read that the Most High ain't going to be unrighteous to forget your labor of love, man. To forget the work that you're putting in. Yeah? That's why it said, let me quickly grab that. This is Revelation chapter 22 and verse 12. It says, and behold, I come quickly, and my reward is with me to give every man as according as his work shall be. So what you put in is what you're going to get out. And if you're slothful, you're going to get a slothful wage, the wages of a slothful worker. If you're diligent, you're going to get the wages of a diligent worker. Yeah, so you need to make sure you put the effort in when it comes to doing this work. Be creative. I remember during the lockdown when it just started, and they said, oh, you can only come out for shopping or so forth. What me and the brothers did, we got some bags with food in there. This was on the Sabbath. We came out and, did a bit of prophesying, but then if we were stopped, it looked like we was out shopping. That's us trying to be creative, so that we can push the word out. When you're in the world, you make up all kinds of plans and schemes to excel in the world. But what are we doing? We're doing all kind of wickedness. So when it comes to doing righteousness for the Most High, we have to be just as creative to do this work. That's First Timothy. Chapter 6. And verse 12. It says, fight the good fight of faith. And you can't be losing faith. This is one thing that the Most High has imparted to us, which, when we look at our foreparents, we had some mighty foreparents, but, doing all kind of miracles and wonders, which we don't have those kind of powers today. The Most High ain't working with us in that manner. The one thing which they had, which the Most High still gives to us today, is faith. So the scripture says, fight the good fight of faith, lay hold on eternal life. And how are you going to lay hold on eternal life? By you repenting, by you coming back to this truth, by you having faith in Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, by you putting in the work, being diligent, not being slothful. It says, fight the good fight of faith, lay hold on eternal life, whereunto thou art also called, and has professed a good profession before many witnesses. And I remember a brother was saying, this is the best profession you can have, man. And I can't really disagree with that. I'd rather do this than go to work. And to be honest, I can't wait till work finish to come out and do this work. That's me personally speaking. Like I said, the reason why I come out here is trying to dwindle down that number, man. Make the Most High put a cross or a tick next to your name. Get out of this place quicker, man. If we're not pushing this work, then we're going to be in this situation longer. You believe in the Bible, sis? You believe in the Bible? Yeah? Can I show you something? You know who we are in the Bible? What God called us?
Is it already Israelites?
Yeah, but how do you prove it? Well, you got people in Israel claiming to be the people in the book. Isn't it?
Well, woolly hair and all that, and the brass feet and everything
that's
else.
the description of Christ. You want me to read that to you?
Yeah,
Actually, what I'll do, but you can read that in Revelation chapter 1, but what I want to do is show you your history in the Bible, sis. This is how we identify who we are. Yeah? And when you read Deuteronomy chapter 28.
Sorry, my son. Hello, Nate. I'm on my way home. Alright? Alright, so
yeah, this is what they don't teach us, sis. Now, when you read Deuteronomy chapter 28, this is Moses speaking to the Israelites, and they're getting into a covenant with God. So verse 1 says, if they keep God's commandments, he'll set them high above all nations of the earth. 2 to 14 is the blessings. Verse 15 says, but it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. 16 to 68 are the curses. Now, do you know what condition the Israelites were in when they were in Egypt? When did Moses deliver them from? What kind of condition did he deliver?
Well, took them out of the
They were slaves, didn't they?
slaves,
Now watch this. So Deuteronomy chapter 5 verse 6 says, I am the Lord thy God, which brought thee out of the land of Egypt from the house of bondage. So Egypt is being referred to as the house of bondage. And what's another word for bondage?
Slavery, isn't it?
Yeah. Now look at this curse. You tell me what people think this curse. Verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt, or into bondage or slavery, again with ships. What nation?
Yes.
Did you know that was in the Bible?
No.
Yeah, they've never taught us the Bible, sis.
No.
They've never taught us the Bible. What's this? By the way wherefore I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again, meaning as a nation, you won't see our own land, which is Israel. It's North East Africa. It says, where am I? Again, and there, once you get off the ships, you shall be sold unto your
Enemies.
bondmen, slave men, and bondwomen,
Yeah.
and no man shall buy you, meaning no man will redeem you out of that captivity. So when you go for the curses, this is what they don't teach us in churches. This is why our people are continually marching. Yes, because we're under a covenant, a binding covenant, which we are still breaking.
That's correct.
You know? Let me show you another curse. This one's going to shock you. It says, verse 30, thou shalt betroth a wife, you be engaged to a wife, and another man shall lie with her. What nation of people did that happen to? Yeah.
Yeah.
But
My God.
there's more. Thou shalt build an house, and thou shalt not dwell therein. We was the one that built the society. That's right. It says, thou shalt plant a vineyard and shalt gather the grapes thereof. We was the cane field, tobacco field,
Everything.
did you benefit?
No.
There's more. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people, and thine eyes shall look and fell with longing for them all the day long, and there shall be no might in thine hand. Did that happen to our children?
Yeah.
But it gets worse. It says, thou shalt beget sons and daughters, but thou shalt not enjoy them, for they shall go into captivity. Did that happen to our children? So when we go through the curses, these curses have now become our history. And this is how we realize that we are these people. But why are we going through these curses? Can you remember? To what? Yeah, but what did he give us that we didn't listen to?
Somebody asked you, what compels you to come out on the street?
To wake up my people and to get out of there. To wake up my people and to get out of there.
Remember big fat
Whoa. Let me read something to you. 1 second, sir. Stand back. Ezekiel chapter 3, verse 17 says, Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of
You're
Israel.
talking about the literal word.
Yeah, but
You're talking about the literal word.
Yeah, and this is
You know where that book was invented.
This is a command.
So take
Son of man,
It's not a
what you?
command. It's a book.
Get out of here, man. Drunkard. Get out of here. And this is another reason why I come out here. Yeah? To see the fallen people like you.
Don't disturb us.
You ain't got no sense at all. If you had any sense, you know your demise. Yeah. Where was that? It says, thou shalt beget sons and daughters, but thou shalt not enjoy them, for they shall go into captivity. So when we go through the curses, you can see why we're in this country. Let me read this to you. Yeah, this is why we got muppets like that running up their mouth. Verse 48, therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee in hunger, and in thirst, and in nakedness, and in want of all things. And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee. So the Most High sent muppets like that against us, yeah, because we chose not to obey him.
And follow the Muppets.
Yes, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So,
I'd love to study about
no
that.
problem.
So now,
If you got time, go on YouTube and look up the Hebrew Israelites. sis,
I
okay?
do. I saw the last print of the guy that used to act on TV.
Okay,
Because I
okay.
get them on my phone.
All right.
I'm
yeah?
following.
All right, sis.
Alright,
Carry
right
on.
now.
Yeah, man, this is why we come out here, man. And you other nations, you got judgment coming for you. Yeah, this is why you're coming up here talking foolishness. Because you know that your kingdom's falling down, man. Yeah? We've got next. This is Daniel. Yeah, try to upset people's spirit. It's not gonna work. Yeah, this is why you need to be putting in the work, brothers, man. Yeah, so that you can quiet the mouth of muppets like that. Yeah, because in that day, they won't be running up their mouth like that. Trust me on that one. Yeah? This is Daniel, chapter 7, verse 18. It says, but the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever. So we're going to be taking this kingdom, man. You're going to be possessing this kingdom, and you're going down. Yeah, you can see that your kingdom is going down, man. This is why you're getting upset. Not trying to be courteous to the dude. Yeah, but he wants to get upset. For what? Because his kingdom is falling, that's why. He had no reason to get upset. Yeah? Bloody base, man. This is Job, chapter 30, and verse 5. As they were driven forth from among men, they cried after them as a thief. And you can look, everywhere this guy has gone, he's got done nothing but robs and steal and murder. Yeah? And now everything that is worked for, that he's putting the hard effort for, the Most High is trying it down. Like he said in Malachi 4:1, they shall build, but I will throw down. So this is why he's getting upset, because his kingdom's coming down. And his kingdom's coming down because our people are waking up. Yeah? We ain't gonna be, there's no equality with the Most High. We either obey and be above, or disobey and we're at the bottom. And like how our people are waking up, it's starting to flip the switch. Yeah, it's starting to turn that table. This is why these other nations are getting upset. This is why you have to keep pushing this work, man. Wake up our people. Yeah, and those that don't want to wake up, make the Most High put the cross next to their name and get them off the list so that we can get out of here. It says, to dwell in the clefts of the valleys, in caves of the earth, and in the rocks. So we know who you are. Yeah, you can't hide anymore. Actually, let me finish this out. It says, among the bushes they brayed, under the nettles they were gathered, they were children of fools. That's who came up here. Yeah, a child of a fool. Yea, children of base men, they were violent at the earth. And this is who we've got ruling over us, man. Yeah, the Most High said the basis of nations to rule over us. And you're looking equality with the base people. Yeah? Not me, man. Yeah, this is 2 Thessalonians. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 3. It says, let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. So this is another reason why we have to keep pushing this word. Yeah, to reveal that man. Yeah, the whole world don't know who the son of perdition is. Yeah, that the Edomites are these people. Yeah, so you have to keep pushing the word, man. He's saying the time to be slacking. This is when you should be putting in more effort. Yeah, fishing season is not over. Yeah, you're not sitting down next to the Most High on no throne for him to be whispering in your ear, telling you what's going on. Yeah, you watch the signs, and you know when fishing season is over. Because we won't be out here, and there won't be no YouTube, none of that. You won't even be able to push the word. Yeah, so until then, you push the word, man. Make us get out of here quicker. Yeah, then you won't have base people standing up, ruling over you, chatting foolishness. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 3. And then you got people ain't got no sense. Yeah? This is where he wants to come and play his guitar. It says, let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. Yeah? Who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God, or that is worshipped, so that he as the Most High sitteth in the temple of the Most High, showing himself that he is God. And that's what these people do. Exalt themselves like they're the Most High. Yeah? Forging your images and paint themselves in your likeness. But the Most High is going to throw this kingdom down. And every one of our people that's joined onto them. Yeah, and that's why a lot of our people are in the state they're in, because you love darkness, man. Yeah, when light is coming to you, you don't want light. You know your histories in the Bible? See? My brother. Yeah, our people love wickedness, man. Of all the places he could have gone, he chose to come here and strum his freaking guitar. He could have gone out on the front. You know what I'm saying? This is Proverbs 21, verse 16. It says, the man that wandereth out the way of understanding shall remain in the congregation of the dead. Now a lot of our people have wandered out the way of understanding. You can see that they're dead men and women walking. Yeah? This is why we've come down to this basic state. Yeah? Because we've decided to wander from wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Yeah? We want to follow everything these other nations do, and what they do ain't no good. You know? Yeah, man. Our people are going to be destroyed, man. They're going to be destroyed. And they love to be in that destroyed state. Yeah? Our people don't want wisdom. They don't want knowledge. They don't want understanding. Yeah? They just love to be wicked. And like the Bible says, whatever you want, the Most High is going to give to you, man. If you want life, He's going to give you life. If you want death, you're going to get death. And a lot of our people are choosing death, man. So you know what? Be my guest. And your blood won't be on my hand. This is Ezekiel chapter 3, verse 17. The Son of Man have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore hear the word of my mouth and give them warning for me. So you Israelites, you better sort yourselves out. And this ain't the time to be pissing about. Yeah? Our people love folly, man. Our people love folly and wickedness. It says, when I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die, and thou givest him not warning, nor speakest to warn the wicked from his wicked way, to save his life, the same wicked man shall die in his iniquity, but his blood will I require at thine hand. So this is another reason why I come out here. Yeah, with a little knowledge that the Most High has imparted onto me, there's no way I can hold on to that and not try and wake up some of you nut-nuts with it. Yeah, so in that day, I ain't looking to be held accountable for your blood. Yeah, you can answer for yourself, man. It says, yeah, if thou warn the wicked, and he turn not from his wickedness, nor from his wicked way, he shall die in his iniquity, but thou hast delivered thy soul. So this is what I'm doing, man, trying to deliver my soul, man. Working out my own salvation with fear and trembling. A lot of our people don't realize the power that we serve. The scripture says it's a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power. And in that day, a lot of you are going to realize that it's a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Yeah? You won't be keeping up the foolishness that you're keeping up now in that day. When all hell starts to break loose. Yeah, when the nukes come, what are you going to do then? Who are you going to call on then? Yeah, in that day, you won't be strumming your guitar. Wicked people, man. Yeah? This is Ezekiel chapter 33, verse 2 says, Son of man, speak to the children of thy people and say unto them, when I bring the sword upon the land, if the people of the land take a man of their coast and set him for their watchman, if when he sees the sword come upon the land, he blow the trumpet and warn the people, then whosoever heareth the sound of the trumpet and taketh not warning, if the sword comes and take him away, his blood shall be upon his own head. So this is what's happening. That trumpet is being blown, and a lot of you don't want to hear that. Yeah? And no matter what the devil does, the devil won't stop this word. Yeah, the devil won't stop this word. Yeah, he can strum a little harder, he can sing a little louder. Yeah, he won't stop this word. At the end of the day, all he's doing is condemning himself. Yeah, before you take heed to what's being said to you, repent and change your ways. The Most High might even take you out of that lower state. But because you want to be in a baser state, yeah, you want to keep up foolishness, so the Most High is going to keep you in that baser state. Yeah? Our people love the wickedness that they're in, man. Yeah? You can't stop the words of the Most High. Yeah? His word won't leave his mouth void. So whether you hear or whether you forbear, you're going to get it. Whether you like it or not. And then in that day, you're going to have to answer to it. Yeah? You're going to have to tell him why you ignored his word. Yeah? You can't say, I never heard. All you can say, I was too busy strumming my guitar. You know the histories of the Bible, my brother? Yeah, man. This is why you have to keep pushing this word, man. Yeah? Strive to the end, man. Keep pushing the word. This is 2 Thessalonians. 2 Thessalonians chapter 1 verse 11 says, wherefore also we pray always for you, that our power would count you worthy of this calling. So the fact that you know this truth, you know this knowledge, and the Most High made you worthy to get this understanding. So you have to come out here and share this knowledge with your people. You can't have this knowledge and keep it to yourself. Yes, that's being wicked. Yeah, if you're not coming out on the highways, push videos. There's no excuses, man. We're in that technical age. You got cameras, you got people that make videos on their phone. You got no excuse, man. So 2 Thessalonians chapter 1 verse 11. Wherefore also we pray always for you, that our power will count you worthy of this calling and fulfill all the good pleasure of his goodness and the work of faith with power. So we'll come out and doing this work in faith, man. Yeah? What does it say about faith? Faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. You know your histories in the Bible? You know your histories in the Bible? Who are we in the Bible? People. You know what I'm saying? Our people have to be simple, man. This is Proverbs chapter 1 verse 20. It says, wisdom crieth without the uttering of voice in the streets. She crieth in the chief places of concord, in the openings of the gates, in the city she uttereth her words, saying, how long these simple ones, we love simplicity. And that's our people, man. Our people love to be simple. Yeah, they don't want wisdom, they don't want knowledge, they don't want understanding. Yeah? They love to be simple, man. Says, how long ye simple ones will ye love simplicity, and the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge. So if you don't want wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, the Bible calls you a fool. A lot of our people are foolishness, and they love to be simple. When the Bible says that wisdom, knowledge, and understanding shall be the stability of your times. But because we want to be wicked, we want to stay in the midst of sin, yeah, you want to cover your sin with darkness, you don't want to step in the light. That's why you stay in the condition that you're in. That's why you don't want to repent. But the Most High is going to pull you out in that day, man. Yeah? Everything that you do, you're going to have to answer for it, whether it be good or whether it be evil. Yeah? This is verse 24. It says, because I have called and ye refused. And this is what's happening now. When you see brothers come out here and make videos, or if you're out on the, you're out and about and someone's passing the word to you and you refuse it. Yeah, that's the Most High calling and you refuse it. It says, because I have called and ye refused, I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded. So when you reject the word, you basically box away the hand of the Most High. Yeah? And who's going to say that they've actually got knowledge and wisdom to be boxed away the hand of the Most High when he's stretching out his hand, trying to tell you to get up out of that lower state? When he's telling you that he's got a kingdom prepared for you. But you prefer this kingdom because it allows you to do the wickedness that you want to keep up. You won't be keeping up none of the folly that you're keeping up in the kingdom of heaven. So enjoy yourselves now. It says, but ye have set at naught all my counsel and would none of my reproof. Like when you see these plagues coming, this is the Most High reproving you. This is Second Esdras, chapter 16, and verse 19. It says, behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as smallest for amendment. So these plagues that we see happening, we've had earthquakes, we've had fires, we've had floods, we're having plagues. These are sent as scourges for amendment, meaning you're meant to use these things to rectify your ways, to change your ways. Verse 20. But for all these things, they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor always be mindful of the scourges. So the Most High knows you guys. Know that you're not going to turn from your wickedness. So this is why when he brings judgment upon you, when he visits you in that day, what are you going to do? You'll have no excuses in that day. This is yeah, this is verse 2 Esdras chapter 16, verse 63. Actually 62. It says, yea, and the Spirit of the Almighty Power, which made all things and searcheth out all hidden things in the secrets of the earth. So everything that you do is going to be revealed in that day. Nothing you do that's going to be hidden or can be hidden from the eyes of the Most High. It says, surely he knoweth your inventions and what ye think in your hearts, even them that sin and would hide their sins. And this is how silly our people are, thinking that you can hide what you do from the Most High. The scripture says the eyes of the Most High are 10,000 times brighter than the sun, beholding the good and the evil. You know your history in the Bible? Yeah. Verse 64. Therefore, as the Lord exactly searched out all your works, and He will put you all to shame. So in that day, you're going to be put to shame, man, because a lot of you don't want to repent. Yeah, He said, what did He say? It says He has exactly searched out all your works. Yeah, He's been meticulous with, like, searching out everything that you do, because the Most High knows your thoughts, man. He knows how wicked a lot of you are. It says, and He will put you all to shame. Yeah, just like it says in Wisdom of Solomon 5 and 1, how they're gonna look at us Actually, let me bring that out. It says it's going to put you in shame. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5, verse 1 says, Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as afflicted him, and made no count of his labors. So like that buffet that came up here and wanted to run up his mouth, yeah, in that day he's going to realize how Russians are that were one of the number, that what he did was the wrong thing. Yeah, he's going to be ashamed in that day. And you wicked Israelites that want to join onto them, you're going to be ashamed with them. It says, when they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear, because it's a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power, man. Yeah, it's a fearful thing to fall into the hands of Yahweh and his son Yahweh Shai. And in that day, you're going to realize that it's a fearful thing. It says, and shall be abased at the straightness of his salvation, so far beyond all that they look for. So in that day, Yahweh Ratazah, we're part of that number, man. You other nations, you wicked Israelites. You're going to be a church. You're going to search out all your evil doing and put you to shame. This is 2nd Esdras, chapter 16, verse 65 again. And when your sins are brought forth, ye shall be ashamed before men, and your own sins shall be your accusers in that day. Yeah, the wickedness that you're keeping up now is going to be your accusers, man. They're going to accuse you. Yeah? You don't like light. You want darkness.